What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you my snapping turtles tank. He's in a 40-gallon breeder, nice and spacious. The dimensions on that are 36 inches long, 16 inches high, 18 inches wide. We'll start up top. I have a 36-inch fluorescent bulb over him, and then just a small 24-inch UVB bulb. I use a 10.0 though, because of the height, so that the UVB does reach his shell. There is no background. Look like it because I pretty much constructed one on my own. A lot of big slabs of rocks, and I've got a lot of little craters and caves for him to go in. There's also a bunch of thick plants up top that he goes and hides in. There is no basking spot, mainly because my snapping turtle is a male, and known only to bask 2 or 3 times a year, and he usually does that when I put him out in the pond in the summer. So in the winter, I don't really provide him with a basking spot and a light. I mean, I could, but I don't think he would use it, and it would just be a waste of electricity anyway. I do give him shallow spots where he can just go sit with, his shell out of the water, and he can have easy breathing access and resting area. But I do not really give him a basking spot. For gravel, I use small gravel, which I am regretting now because I do not have sand in time, and I just wanted to put something in. But he does move it around, so it does get out of place sometimes. I prefer to use small gravel over big gravel, which I know a lot of you are going to be like, that doesn't make any sense. Even though they're more prone to swallow small gravel, I've never had one die from swallowing small gravel, and they usually don't, but if they do, they can actually somewhat digest it, and it does not cause them to die, whereas the big pebbles, if they do swallow it, it gets stuck in their throat. For filtration, I just use the repto filter. It looks nice, and it does the job. There's 120 gallons per hour. If you buy the original, it does not do that. It only does 90 gallons, but I just placed a larger pump in it to make the suction a little more powerful. There is a powerhead in the back. I hide it so that nobody sees it. Same with the heater, the 100-watt heater. The tank's about 72, 73 degrees at all times. And yeah, as far as feeding goes, I don't give him pellets that often because of his size. I'd have to give him so many. So that is an every now and then thing. Mainly half of his diet is fish. I give him fillets of tilapia, which you can get between $3 and $5 at your local grocery store. I also give romaine lettuce, which he is pretty reluctant to eat sometimes because he's not that big of a herbivore. Snapping turtles are more carnivorous, but he does eat it every now and then. As far as cleaning it goes, I do it once or twice a month with a gravel vacuum. It gets all the dirt out, and it takes water out at the same time. Then I like to do it 50%. I change the filter pads once every month, obviously. And I think that would probably be it. Like I said, he's in a 40 breeder right now. He has a 200-gallon pond in the summer, which is between the months of April and October, usually where I live, is where it's hot enough to keep him outside during the day and night, for the most part. I want to say that's pretty much it. Underneath is just spare filter pads and decoration I haven't used. But yeah, he's usually pretty calm. He hangs out a lot in the back. He's up front right now because today's feeding day. I feed him every other day usually, and he's waiting for his fish, which I'll probably give him in a little while. After he's done eating, he usually goes and hangs out in the back in the cave. And that's about it. So just let you watch him for a few seconds, and then that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you will subscribe. Once summer comes around, or April at least, I'll start going out and catching snakes like I do every year. I catch milk snakes, northern water snakes, rough green, whatever I can find. I mean, I find garter snakes, but they're not really entertaining. And then, you know, when May and June come around, I'll go out turtling again. I got a couple non-harmful traps. They do not use hooks. I just use bait and a lure-in trap, like a net trap, and they go right in. I also catch them on a pole sometimes. I catch some pretty big snapping turtles, so if you subscribe, I'll hopefully make videos of that.